What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, coming at you from post-rotation land, baby. Yeah. It finally freaking happened. I promise you, this one feels more special than ever because of how long it took. Champagne bottles. Pop those corks, people. It's rotation time. And already I can feel the difference. I've been brewing non-stop pretty much all day. And a lot of like janky stuff, of course, had to get out of the way whilst I tested things out. And of course, everybody's doing the same. So it just feels like the wild, wild west. There's some clear winners and sort of like day one super popular decks like the Sephiroth, Orzhov, this kind of thing. I'm coming across that stuff on the ladder all the time. But I'm trying to answer some slightly more serious questions before I get into the jankier stuff. And believe me, there's plenty of that. Once I open the deck menu, you'll see how much brewing I've actually been up to. But the question I'm posing for my first brew of the post-rotation meta is Esper Pixie back? And I've done a lot of thinking about the 3 color decks where you get to play like 2 of the shock lands. You get to have most of the good, like either Verges or oh my goodness, the fast lands, and where the missing shock isn't such a problem because that's the color where you're splashing the least of. And so it's basically a 2-color deck with a light splash, and therefore it works. And people were already doing that with Esper Pixie before, like quite, when Esper Pixie was popular. It's been quite a while now. I think now the mana is just so much better for this deck, and got lots of cool new pieces. Lockdown, which was actually a pretty important piece in my opinion, is back, and it's sort of weirdly better. I don't know, you'll see. Anyway, it's a sideboard piece, but I've been tinkering with this one quite a bit, and I've just sort of wiped the stats, fresh version 1. I've had a little match in best of 3. I won it, and then I hit record. So we kind of got a nice clean slate, but I've got a lot to report as I'll get through things. I'll try to keep the BrewTech as short and concise and to the point. So now, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Simply called Esper Self Bounce. And you may have seen some versions of this banging about on the interwebs. I don't know, mine's slightly different. I've definitely picked some different things in numbers here and there, especially as far as the sideboard is concerned. But the key new cards for the deck, in my opinion, are... Boop. I'm just gonna gather everything up over here, and then there's some stuff on the side. But in terms of numbers, I'm actually trying to figure out a way to wiggle in one more Inquisitor. This has actually been really, really nice as a sort of weird replacement for that 1 mana sort of tempo play. It's not quite Hopeless Nightmare, but in some cases can actually be better. I don't know. So far, so good. I would like to also continue in this little series and go into just Orzhov Pixie, where I do have a 4 of. Stay tuned. But that's it as far as the main deck. Of course, there's the mana-based reprints, which I touched upon in the introduction. That's why I think Esper is really good now. When you throw in the starting town, 4 Watery Graves, 4 Godless Shrines. I mean, there's only really 2, like, Surveil lands, which, honestly, I thought was okay. You could totally cut those and just put in, like, another starting town. But the Surveil's nice. Sometimes, right? Especially when you have Storm Chaser's talent, we can go get some stuff back from the graveyard. There isn't really much in the deck that you're going to go fetch back, as it's mostly permanents to bounce, right? But stock up and this is going to be such a mouthful. Tragic trajectory. Maybe we should just start calling it TT or like, I don't know. But obviously the sort of replacement for cut down, I don't think it's quite as good. But in this deck where if you read this void thing carefully, it's as long as a thing has left the battlefield. So bouncing something with the Pixie or with whatever counts. And so we almost always have this on. Cryogenic Relic is probably a way in which we can squeeze some space in the deck. Like, I'm trying to maybe we can cut some, like, one stock up. I don't know, but this is a really efficient card draw engine for a Pixie deck because it draws when it enters and it draws when it leaves. You can occasionally use it to do the little stun counter thing if it comes, in handy. But then the real... this is probably once, the whole set is said and done with in a month or two's time. We'll look back. Cosmic Grand Zenith is probably going to be my favorite card of the set. But, we've already played it in mono white. I think this is another great home. I also think Boros. Anyway, stay tuned. I'm going to be playing a lot of this card. As far as the sideboard, we do still have some more new cards here. There's 2 Seam Rips. This is also going to see a lot of play in my opinion. Sneaky one of Annul just to kind of try it. And then stuff we already know except for the Pinnacle, which is my lockdown replacement. Like I mentioned, it won't take your enchantments, but it will take your creatures. So there's some weird shenanigans there, because then when you get it back to your hand with the Sunspell, Kieran, or whatever, you'll get the ETBs from the creatures. It's slightly different. Let's see. Vacuum. Sneaky one of Defiled Crypt. Defiled Crypt, Cadaver Lab in the side. Let's jump into some games. Those of you with some sharp eyes will have caught a peek of some of the other brews that are already there in the menu. Woohoo! It's gonna be a good week. With Jojo. Oh, by the way, new avatar. Trippy alien guy. Or robot thing. By the way, how disappointing that there's no aliens. And we got the Genova. I was so convinced that Genova was, was all about this. Start getting some damage. Point. Like fresh install of Windows and everything. Just a little too loud, huh? Ooh. Do I need the untapped source now? If I'm just gonna go Momentum Breaker Pixie. No. depending on the situation, you may be better off picking up your Kirin. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay. Easy mode. Easy. Breaker. Sacks elves. Nowhere to run. Tag Choco. Swing a ding ding. Speed up to 3. This thing looks so... Okay, so Landfall. This is another deck I've seen a lot of. Some Kaito action. Just like, I think I may have played like 1 or 2 other matches with Kaito ever in my life. It's not a card I've spent a lot of time jamming with. Not gonna lie. So far, trajectory has been pretty spectacular. I would say let's pay the 2. Why, hello there. My name is Mr. Zenith. How good of you to stop by. Yes. Well. Yo, that is so nice, man. That is feeling just so damn groovy. Undefeated with this most latest version. Took a little while, I promise you. The mana base had me saying some things that are not safe for YouTube. But yeah, I was really mulling over... Wow, how cool is that artwork? I was mulling over the mana base for this for so long. I think Jund is in a similar position. I think Jeskai is in a similar position. Where, you know, oh, we're missing the Azorius lands. Yeah, but okay, let's splash it, you know, have more of... Especially, you know, once you get into 3 colors, it's more often a mid-rangey control deck, so... I don't know. You know what, I'm gonna keep that. I'm crazy. I'm gonna draw into a white source off of the red. Guaranteed. I might need to invest in some little stickers. Aha! Okay. The aforementioned. Ta-da! Okay. Come on, play that guy. What? I was so sure it would just be Okay, so this is one of those hands where he just didn't quite get the turn 3 Sephiroth, but if he draws one now, we're so freaking screwed. Come on, you whiffed. Not quite. It's a nice draw, but it's... What, I just played that? Oh, okay. I see. Sure. Anyway, I can't cast anything at instant speed whilst those guys are around, so... Let's go Breaker. The only problem here would be, like I said, our good friend, the Sephiroth. Not everyone has like the 4 copies already, you know what I mean? Oh no. Feels like he drew one. For sure he drew one. Oh, okay. Sure. Whatever. That's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it could have been a lot worse. And again, we can't play anything. My goodness. Okay. I guess he just wants to go full send. Oh, haha. Nice. So what are we doing against this? I think we need the pinnacle. Surely. Surely. The pinnacle, yes. Pinnacle's Dark Age. Jolly good show. Maybe what? Man, this is really hard. It goes super wide. So pinnacle, 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 pinnacle. That's all I keep coming back to. And like, I don't know, probably a vac or two, but it's too again. I think I'll just be like wasting space. Yeah, if you bring in the Dark Age, you take out Nah, actually, because it counts as leaving the battlefield. Which, by the way, never mind. I've got a couple. I've been really, really jamming. I've learned some things. WotC is very, very sneaky. They have some clever tricks when it comes to their game design sometimes. Sometimes. Okay, yep. Seems legit. Typical Pixie 1-2 turn. We draw a land, we can go Storm Chasers, hold up Sun Pearl. Pay 2 life. Bazinga. Wow, really? I didn't really think so, frankly, but I might even have flashed in the Sun Pearl there. We would have drawn a card. He who doesn't get no death triggers. Here comes Mr. No, yes, no, maybe. Yes, the one that has flying makes sense. Virgie. Shine. Shwing. Not too shabby, eh, Nige? Okay, man, I like hardly ever played Esper Pixie when it was a deck. Like, literally, like, maybe, I don't know. You guys remember, and the reason for that is because I was such a hater of this town ain't big enough. This feels a little bit more fair, and there's the Cosmogrand. I don't know, this feels normal. Oh, Mr. Umbrel. Yes. Mr. Umbrel. Lovely of you to stop by. Yes. Jolly good. I do believe it's time for you to vacate the premises. Just... maybe there... I mean, could there be no Sephiroth? No, that's impossible. Like I said, maybe somebody who doesn't have the full playset. Then you put... he had that bargain card. What's it called? Beseech the Mirror. Maybe you use that as a redundancy piece when you don't have the full playset or something. I don't know. Usually it's like Sephiroth on 3, insta flip with the mobilized guy, like, you're dead. I guess that's more of a best of one scenario. Sure. The blue 2-mana Pixie. It's not quite as good, but... Hello. I guess we do this. Oh, fingers crossed. Oh. Come on, 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 come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No removal, no removal, no removal. You don't have it. Do, 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 do. Okay, that's a little bit terrifying. Frankly. That is very bad news. Okay, because, but, and that's a big but. We just need to make more dudes than he can make, you know. Then this is a really interesting dimension to this, which I've been... There we go. Ay, ay, ay. We're okay. We are completely okay. We need to go like this. Okay. Yes. Draw. Make more little humies. Okay. Playing around this is gonna be really trippy. Like I had some, had a really, at least one really like feel bad defeat during early access where I was so convinced I had him. I guess here comes freaking okay. You are a real slimy dude, aren't you? That's disgusting. But at least that's gone. He gets back Fear of Isolation with cool. Can we stop with the lands, please? Okay. I don't know if he played that so well. He like lost his main resource. He had to keep us going around that. Sothera. As is, that felt pretty... Oh dear. Okay, that's fantastic. I think we've turned the corner here, unless there's some sort of sweeper. Which is, I've actually seen these guys play like 2 Day of Judgment in the side sort of thing. Because then they erase the past. That could actually be what's about to happen right now. But, yeah, okay. Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. Surveil action. A little bit more surveil action. Very, very, very sneaky. I was gonna use that. Aha! It's time to start growing the team. Bazinga yo ass. I guess he could sack Infestation Sage to have a flyer. What? Man. This card is insane. I don't think he can quite do 14 though. With one land. And potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more sack triggers. It's a lot. I don't quite think it's enough. Especially, you know, that would put him in a situation where there's even less of a creature to, you know, throw under the bus to a momentum breaker. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. So, it has to be like this. Now, he's gonna sack something, which will turn on the void. You know, oh my god, if this was instant speed, I can see why. Okay. Now, the question that I don't know here is, oh my god, if something transforms whilst it's being targeted, does it not lose the targeting? Transform. I don't remember the rules specifically of transform. But I think because it carries its counters over. I think this kills it, even if it flips. Yeah. Oh baby, sent a packing. All right. That was good. That was nice. How are we doing for time? Well, I don't know if I actually have any stats. My untapped, I think, isn't quite yet. They haven't, you know, it's not working. Let's see. Current season. Today, yeah. Man. Okay, so no stats, I'm afraid. I wonder if my... What's the other one? Arena assistant. Stats. Yeah, this one got some stats. Well, it's 4 for 0. I'll... I don't know how to get this on the screen, frankly. Anyway, it's... Okay, wait. Window. Overwolf. Oop. Haha! Hey! So yeah, I mean... 4 wins with this version. I was doing pretty good with the previous ones as well. But like I said, this is a fresh slate. I wish Untapped was up and running, but yeah. Not too shabby. I will continue. Wait, what just happened? Bam, there we go. I will continue to, you know, put it through its paces. But there's just so much to do and so little time. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you. That is going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one with another fresh, post-rotation Edge of Eternity's brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.